Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Mark Lynn. Namaskar. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. The ruling BJP creates history in Haryana, returning to power for a third consecutive term. In Jammu and Kashmir, the National Conference and Congress alliance gain a majority. Geoffrey Hinton and John Hopfield win the Nobel Prize for Physics for their foundational work that's enabled machine learning and artificial intelligence. And President Murmu confers the 70th National Film Awards, honoring the best of Indian cinema of 2022. Dadasaheb Phalke Award for Mithun Dada. After a high-octane election campaign in Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir, it's time for the results. And a wave of celebrations have swept across Haryana as the BJP is closer now to a historic hat-trick in the state. The party workers can be seen jumping for joy, confident of yet another victory. DD India's Siddharth Bharadwaj has more.
Excitement, excitement, excitement. And why not? I am in the CM Haryana house today. And you know, the sweets are being offered to people already because the Bharatiya Janata Party is all set to form its government for the third consecutive time in the state.
Vibrant celebrations have erupted across the state, with BJP supporters bursting into dance and jubilation as the party is all set to form government after the third consecutive win in Haryana. The counting process, which started early at 8 a.m. on October 8, following the October 5 elections, has been a closely watched affair throughout the day. With both BJP and Congress locked in a fierce battle, the contest remained neck and neck well into the evening, before the BJP managed to solidify its lead. No party has ever secured a hat-trick in Haryana, and BJP is setting new records with this.
Well, next on cards is party meeting and all the discussions that will be unfolding, and also the date on which the swearing-in ceremony will be decided. With camera person Ramakant, this is Siddharth Bharadwaj reporting for DD India in Chandigarh.
Well, counting of votes is underway for the assembly elections to the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir in North India. And according to the available leads, it shows that the Congress National Conference pre-poll alliance is leading in 42 seats, 5 more than the halfway mark in the 90-member assembly. Of those, 42 seats belong to the National Conference and 6 to the Indian National Congress and 1 to the Communist Party of India, the CPIM Marxist, that is. Now, the BJP is at 29 seats, while the People's Democratic Party, or the PDP, is on 3 seats. Itija Mufti of the PDP had conceded defeat from the Srigufwara Bijbherha, and the assembly elections for its 90 constituencies of Jammu and Kashmir were held in 3 phases after a gap of 10 years. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar met the Argentinian Foreign Minister Diana Modino in New Delhi on Tuesday. Modino co-chaired the 7th India-Argentina Joint Commission meeting with Jaishankar. Argentina's foreign minister is on a 5-day visit to India to boost bilateral ties. Addressing a delegation then, Jaishankar highlighted the 75 years of India-Argentina bilateral relations.
We are very pleased with your participation at the Voice of the Global South Summit. It's something we appreciate very much. And we've also marked 75 years of the establishment of our diplomatic relations. I think economically, trade's been good We've had a minor dip, but we hope to get it back to the levels which we had earlier.
Okay.
But today we do the meeting of our Joint Commission, and I think we look across a very wide range of domains.
Despite last week's surge in crude oil prices, stability is expected soon. India's Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri remains confident that the country can manage any supply disruptions amid West Asia tensions. Reforms like the open acreage licensing policy have strengthened India's energy security and boosted production investments.
We are confident because we navigated it in the past. We are confident today, and we don't hypothetically consider this will happen or that will happen. We never consider hypotheticals, but we are confident that whatever we have to face, we will be able to navigate. Why? Because there is more than enough oil available in the world today. We had already cleared 1 million square kilometers. And I also said that in the 9th round of bidding, 38% of the bids are in that no-go area.
Well, the US scientist John Hopfield and the British Canadian Geoffrey Hinton, they won the 2024 Nobel Prize for Physics for their discoveries and inventions that have laid the foundation for machine learning. Hinton has been widely credited as the godfather of artificial intelligence and made headlines when he quit his job at Google last year to be able to more easily speak about the dangers of the technology that he had pioneered. Hopfield, a professor emeritus at the Princeton University, created an associate memory that can store and construct, in fact, reconstruct images and other types of patterns in data. The Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences, which awards the award, said in a statement that the award comes with a prize money also of 11 million Swedish crowns, which is going to be shared by the two winners.
The Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences has today decided to award the 2024 Nobel Prize in Physics to John Hopfield, Princeton University, USA, and Geoffrey Hinton, University of Toronto, Canada, for foundational discoveries and inventions that enable machine learning with artificial neural networks.
Well, the Russian President Vladimir Putin and the American Prime Minister the Armenian Prime Minister, I beg your pardon, Nikol Pashinyan, they discussed mutual relations as they met on Tuesday on the sidelines of the CIS summit. That meeting took place right after Putin welcomed in Moscow Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev.
Коллеги, друзья, мы очень рады вас.
We are very pleased to welcome you all in Moscow, and it seems appropriate to start with economic matters. Trade and economic relations are developing very energetically, successfully. Turnover reached $7.4 billion last year, and in the first half of this year, it increased by 2.5 times, exceeding $8.3 billion.
Достиг в прошлом году.
The U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken will represent the United States at the Association of Southeast Asian Nations ASEAN Summit in Laos this week, and he expects to discuss human rights in Myanmar, China's irresponsible behavior in the South China Sea, as well as Ukraine. The top U.S. diplomat said that President Biden, whose Vice President Kamala Harris is running against the former President Donald Trump in the November 5 U.S. presidential election, remained fully committed to the ASEAN region, even though he is not attending the leader-level meetings. Hurricane Milton was expected to enlarge even as its intensity ebbed on Tuesday as the now Category 4 storm, in fact, grinded past Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula en route to Florida's Gulf Coast, where more than 1 million people were ordered to evacuate before the monster storm arrived. The densely populated west coast of Florida still is reeling from the devastating hurricane Helene, which has happened less than 2 weeks ago. It's now braced for landfall for this new hurricane on Wednesday, and the U.S. National Hurricane Center said that the storm was likely to hit near the Tampa Bay metropolitan area, where some of the 3 million residents rushed to dispose of mounds of debris left behind by Helene. before heeding the evacuation orders. If the hurricane drives directly across the city, it will mark the first time since 1921 that this has occurred. China imposed temporary anti-dumping measures on imports of brandy from the European Union on Tuesday, hitting French brands including Hennessy and Remy Martin. This is days after a 27-state bloc had voted for tariffs on Chinese-made electric vehicles. China's Commerce Ministry said preliminary findings of an investigation had determined that dumping of brandy from the European Union threatens substantial damage to its own sector. France's Trade Ministry said that the temporary Chinese measures were incomprehensible and violated free trade, and that it would work with the European Commission to challenge the move at the World Trade Organization. In a sign of rising trade tensions, China has added in another statement on Tuesday that an ongoing anti-dumping and anti-subsidy investigation into EU pork products would make objective and fair decisions when it concludes. A consignment of emergency relief materials for families affected by the recent flood and landslides in Nepal was handed over to the Chief District Officer of Banke Kangreda, Prasar Bharati. From the people of India to the people. Dubai is hosting a 3-day Accessibilities Expo 2024 featuring over 250 exhibitors from 50 countries presenting advancements in assistive technologies. India is also taking part in the expo through its Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India. The World Health Organization launched the Health Labor Market Analysis Support Tool to assist Africa in assessing health workforce education capacity. The tool is designed to facilitate the integration of health workforce planning into labor market analysis. Still to come here on DD India Live, the Indian Air Force celebrates the 92nd Racing Day. You're watching DD India Live. I'm Mark Lynn. President Draupadi Murmu conferred the 70th National Film Awards for the year 2022, celebrating outstanding achievements in Indian cinema. It recognizes excellence across a wide range of categories as well. President Murmu presented the National Film Award to Gulmohar, which is the Best Hindi Film category. And actor Neena Gupta received the National Award for Best Actress in a Supporting Role for Unchai. And the actor Manoj Bajpayee also received a Special Mention Award from the President Draupadi Murmu for his performance in the film Gulmohar. President Draupadi Murmu also conferred the National Award to the music director Vishal Bhardwaj for the Best Music Direction for the movie Fursat, which means leisure.
The film Fursat presents a dramatic musical soundscape infusing fantasy into a futuristic narrative.
Legendary music composer A.R. Rahman received the National Film Award from the President of India for the Best Music Direction in the film Ponniyin Selvan, Part 1. President Murmu also conferred the National Award to the Best Music Director, Pritam, for the Best Music Direction for Brahmashtra Part 1, Shiva. The veteran actor Mithun Chakrabarti received India's highest honour in films, the Dadasaheb Phalke Lifetime Award, and that was for the year 2022.
सादगी भरा व्यक्तित्व, संतुलित गहरे भाव अभिव्यक्ति के साथ विलक्षण अभिनय प्रतिभा के धनी डांसिंग सुपरस्टार रहे मिथुन दा.
A standing ovation is most deserving of the film icon that Sri Mithun Chakrabarti is. Being awarded for his never-say-die spirit, his superlative acting prowess, 5 decades of excellence in variety of genres and languages, realizing most importantly the dream of the common man rising above ordinary to reach unfathomable heights of stardom. Mithun Chakrabarti, ladies and gentlemen.
आम आदमी के सामान्य से ऊपर.
Well, the legendary singer A.R. Rahman also received his seventh National Film Award. He talked exclusively to Deepika Mehta of DD India. A.R. Rahman expressed his delight. He talked about India's cinema, the transformational journey.
We have with us the legend, sir. First of all, many congratulations to you. Beyond double hat tricks, you are in your triple hat trick right now. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling really good. Thank you.
And sir, when we talk about Indian cinema and the kind of transformation that you've seen yourself in the past so many years, what do you have to say about that transformation?
It is natural because we have such talent here, and right now everything seems to be 10x and 20x because the quality of the filmmaking has gone up. I mean, it's evolving, so it's a great time to be in.
When we talk about the quality of filmmaking, you would be knowing about the first Wave Summit, which will be happening in 2025 by the Government of India, the first audio-visual summit, which is being organized. What do you have to say about this generational shift which is happening, and how excited are you about that first ever summit?
Well, I didn't know about this. I'm hearing it for the first time, and that's a very good thing. I think I'm glad that people will benefit from this.
And any message that you would like to give to the budding people, budding aspirants who are looking up to you every day, every hour?
Be original, be the best. That's it.
All right, thank you so much, sir. So there you heard legendary singer A.R. Rahman, who says be original, be your best, and that is what he has to say to the entire viewers here. With camera person Sumit Diman, this is Deepika reporting for DD India.
Actor Rishabh Shetty's Kantara won multiple awards at the 70th National Film Awards. Rishabh said that this is a moment of double delight, and he spoke exclusively to Deepika.
The one who needs no introduction, we have the great superstar with us and the director. So how excited, how happy are you with this award?
बहुत खुश हूँ. एक नहीं दो अवार्ड आ रहा है. So नेशनल अवार्ड एक मिलना बहुत ये होता है. हम हैप्पी होते हैं, लेकिन कांतारा के लिए दो अवार्ड दिए हैं. We are so happy. All credit goes to our whole team.
And sir, when we talk about international cinema, you are sending shock waves there. Kantara is just another hit, another level when we talk about it. And when we talk about National Film Award, because you've been getting many international awards as well, but what exactly is so much important about this particular award?
International award से हमको national award से ज़्यादा गर्व है, and we proud of this moment. So हमारे देश का फिल्म मेकर्स को नेशनल अवार्ड बहुत बड़ा अवार्ड है. So this is a supreme, ऐसा फील करते हैं हम. So definitely I'm happy.
The government has introduced the first ever Wave Summit, which is the first audio-visual summit, which will be happening in 2025. What do you have to say about that?
मुझे कल ही पता लगा. So आप जैसे एक जर्नलिस्ट से मुझे पता लगा. So very important चीज़ें हैं. So विजुअल मीडिया को बहुत इम्पोर्टेंस देना चाहिए, एंड गवर्नमेंट नए फिल्म मेकर्स को, न्यू कमर्स को इतना एक अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म कर रहा है, दे रहा है. तो सब लोग आके इस समिट में ज्वाइन होना चाहिए एंड मिलके एक अच्छा अपॉर्चुनिटी को एनकैच करना चाहिए करके.
There you heard from the superstars who are really excited about the National Film Awards. It has altogether a different weightage for them when we talk about the international awards as compared to the National Film Awards, and they are super happy for this. With camera person Sumit Iman, this is Deepika reporting for DD India.
And Anand Ikarshi's Malayalam suspense chamber drama Atham also bagged the best film, the best editing and the best screenplay awards. Here's Deepika talking exclusively to the cast.
We have with us a very special guest, Mr. Anand Ikarshi himself. Sir, first of all, many congratulations to you for yet another great award, the National Film Award. How special is this for you?
It is very special because this is my debut film, and winning 3 national awards, like the best film and the best edit and the screenplay, it means very, very big for us. Like coming from Malayalam cinema, it means big.
And what sort of message are you sending across to the entire world through your production?
I don't know whether there is a message per se, but we were a very small theatre group. All the 13 actors came from a theatre group, and it was a very small venture. So, but I think our efforts were very sincere and honest and very disciplined. So, I guess even if it is small, if your process is very truthful, I think you can make it to the national awards.
And the process was entirely different because you had the cast already in hand for this picture, and then you decided for the entire plot and everything. How was that process altogether for you?
Yeah, because it is a story of friendship. Because I had to write the entire script for a cast, like all of them were my friends for 20 years. So it is a product of love and friendship. So it is very, very special. It is not just a cinema or a film.
All right, thank you so much. So many congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
So there you heard Mr. Anand Ikarshi, who said that it is indeed very special. The process was a bit different for him, but then it was altogether prestigious. It is a prestigious moment for them to interview, for them to get selected for the 70th National Film Awards. With camera person Sumit Iman, this is Deepika reporting for DD India.
Well, the Indian Air Force is celebrating its 92nd Foundation Day under the theme Bharatiya Vayu Sena Saksham Shashakt Atmanirbhar, meaning a potent, powerful and self-reliant Air Force. The events took place in Chennai. Here is a report.
The Indian Air Force celebrated its 92nd anniversary today with a grand ceremony at Tambaram Air Force Station, marking nearly a century of exceptional service to the nation. The Indian Air Force, officially established on October 8, 1932, commemorated the day with a parade showcasing its power, precision and professionalism. Chief of Defence Staff Sunil Chauhan was the chief guest, with Air Chief Marshal Amarpreet Singh serving as a reviewing officer.
Atmanirbharta in the field of defence R&D and manufacturing is our priority, and concrete steps have been taken to support Make in India initiatives by engaging MSMEs, startups, individual innovators, professionals, R&D institutes and academia.
The event featured aerial displays by the Surya Kiran and Sarang aerobatic teams, along with the magnificent performance by the indigenous Tejas fighter jet, leaving the audience in awe of the Indian Air Force's air power. A static display showcased cutting-edge equipment such as the ALK Mk4, C-295 transport aircraft, Akash missile defense system, HT-40 and Rohini radar, demonstrating the Indian Air Force's technological advancement. The celebration embodied the theme of Bharatiya Vayu Sena, Saksham, Sashakt, Atmanirbhar, serving as a tribute to the Indian Air Force's long-standing legacy of unwavering dedication and unparalleled service to the nation.
Well, President Draupadi Murmu congratulated the Indian Air Force personnel, veterans and their families on the 92nd Air Force Day. She emphasized the importance of the Air Force in safeguarding India during disasters and also humanitarian crises. The President praised the Indian Air Force, how it has maintained the highest standards of excellence. She conveyed her greetings through a social media post, and she thanked them for their efforts towards the nation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well extended his wishes to the Indian Air Force warriors, the Air Warriors as they are called, and he shared a video as well on his social media handle highlighting the courage and professionalism of the forces. The Prime Minister hailed their role in protecting India.
आसमान की बातें तो निराली होती ही हैं, इसमें कोई आश्चर्य नहीं कि आसमान में अपनी शक्ति का परिचय देकर के भारतीय वायुसेना ने हर देशवासी का ध्यान अपनी ओर खींचा, हमें सुरक्षा का एहसास दिलाया है। 8 अक्टूबर को हम वायुसेना दिवस मनाते हैं। 1932 में 6 पायलट और 19 वायु सैनिकों के साथ एक छोटी सी शुरुआत से बढ़ते हुए हमारी वायुसेना आज 21वीं सदी की सबसे साहसिक और शक्तिशाली एयरफोर्स में शामिल हो चुकी है।
हमारे पायलट आज भारत में बने तेजस लड़ाकू विमान, एडवांस लाइट हेलीकॉप्टर, लाइट कॉम्बैट हेलीकॉप्टर उड़ा रहे हैं। यही तो भारत शक्ति है। अब 5th जनरेशन लड़ाकू विमान भी हम भारत में ही डिजाइन, डेवलप और मैन्युफैक्चर करने वाले। रक्षा जरूरतों में आत्मनिर्भर होता भारत सेनाओं में आत्मविश्वास की भी गारंटी है।
देश के लिए अपनी सेवा देने वाले सभी एयर वॉरियर्स और उनके परिवारों का मैं अपने हृदय की गहराई से अभिनंदन करता हूं।
मेरे साथ बोलिए, भारत माता की।
Well, that's all we have in this edition of DD India Live. Let's know your thoughts on the news of the day. And for those of you on the go, get the latest updates from India and the world on the DD India mobile app, which is available on Android and iOS platforms. Download it now. And we can be giving you more news as it breaks here on DD India. For that, you have to tune in to DD India. But thanks very much for staying with us. Namaskar.